The myth behind the skins. Since Season 4 breaks the mythology theme, Overwatch 2 has long explored and celebrated real-life cultures from around the world, as you can see in the roster of heroes from Greece, Korea, Indonesia, China, and Japan. In this video, we will share a brief overview of the myth behind the skins in Overwatch 2.
Their own path.
The third ever mythic skin, the Amaterasu Kiriko, is inspired by the three siblings and noble gods of Japanese mythology, with customizations you can mix and match themed for the sun, the moon, and the storm. Amaterasu is the goddess of the sun.
The spirits perfect you.
Tsukuyomi is the god of the moon. And Susanoo is the god of storms. If you are a fan of Naruto Shippuden, Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi, and Susanoo are ninja moves of Naruto's rival, Sasuke. Amaterasu and Tsukuyomi's intense and bloody interpersonal conflicts explain why the sun and the moon do not stay in the sky at the same time. Their distaste for one another keeps them both turning away from each other. Various accounts of Susanoo's temper tantrum in Amaterasu's home depict a variety of disgusting and brutal behaviors, but it is usually Susanoo's behavior that scares Amaterasu into hiding in a cave. It would take the combined efforts of many other gods to lure Amaterasu out of the cave. Amaterasu is so famous in Japanese myth that she is believed to be the ancestor of the Imperial House of Japan. Ash and Bob are celebrated for having the skin of Raijin and Fujin. Raijin is a god of lightning in Japanese mythology. He has fierce and aggressive facial expressions, standing atop a cloud and beating on Den Den Daiko drums with Tomo symbols drawn on them. He is always alongside his brother Fujin, the god of wind. Fujin is a terrifying wizardly demon, resembling a blue-skinned humanoid wearing leopard skin and carrying a large bag of wind on his shoulders. Going to Indonesian mythology, specifically in Bali, Moira takes the demon queen's skin. It is derived from Rangda, the demon queen of the Layaks in Bali. Terrifying to behold, the child-eating Rangda leads an army of evil witches in the eternal battle against the leader of the forces of good. In the famous Chinese tale, Journey to the West, three heroes donned skins from three significant characters. The Monkey King, also known as Sun Wukong, is a monkey born from a stone who acquires supernatural powers through Taoist practices. After rebelling against heaven, he is imprisoned under a mountain by the Buddha. Sun Wukong possesses many abilities. He is a skilled fighter, capable of defeating the best warriors in heaven. Monkey King has lots of adventures, including his encounters with Hong Hai, also known as Red Boy, who is used by Junkrat as his skin, and Empress Mother of the West, also known as Zuwangmu, who is used by Mei as her skin. Hong Hai is the protector of the fiery mountains due to his supreme abilities when it comes to fire, abilities he has cultivated for over 300 years, like shooting fire inextinguishable by water and smoke from his eyes, nostrils, and mouth. The Empress Mother of the West was the dispenser of prosperity, longevity, and eternal bliss. It took place when the northern and western parts of China were able to be better known because of the opening of the Silk Road. She does not consider Monkey King an important celestial deity due to his rebellious antics, and she didn't invite him to her banquet. And the last skin from the Oriental mythology theme is from the Reaper, the Chasa skin. Chasa is from the Korean realm of Jeju Islands myth. Chasa is a death god who reaps the souls of the dead. He was a general who was assigned to bring back the god of death to identify the reason for the deaths of the triplets. The other two theme-related skins from Season 3 are not derived from Oriental myth. The turtle ship skin of Diva is derived from the Korean warship that was used by the Royal Korean Navy during the Joseon dynasty. The ship's name derives from its protective shell-like covering. This design has been described by some as the first armored ship in the world. The takoyaki skin of zenyatta is derived from the famous Japanese cuisine. Takoyaki is a ball-shaped Japanese snack made of a wheat flour-based batter and cooked in a special mold pan. It is typically filled with minced or diced octopus, tempura scraps, pickled ginger, and green onion. The first season to use theme-related skins is Season 2. It coincided with the Battle for Olympus event. The three major Olympian gods in Greek mythology, the three brothers and sons of the greatest Titan, were donned by Junker Queen, Ramatra, and Phaera. According to myth, Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon defeated the Titans and decided to divide the cosmos or domains amongst themselves by drawing lots. Zeus became the supreme ruler of the heavens, including the clouds and mountaintops, from where he could look down on all creation. Poseidon became the god of the sea, where he spent most of his time. It was he who caused floods, sea storms, and earthquakes with his trident, the weapon that he was most famous for. Hades became the god of the underworld. He spent all of his time in the underworld. He was the caretaker of the dead, keeping their souls from returning to the land of the living. The last Greek god depicted in the Battle for Olympus that was adapted as a skin is Hermes, the god of speed, which fits the character of Lucio. He is able to move quickly and freely between the worlds of the mortal and the divine, aided by his winged sandals. Hermes plays the role of the soul guide, a conductor of souls into the afterlife. Widowmaker fits the Medusa skin. Medusa was one of the three monstrous gorgons, females with living venomous snakes in place of hair. Those who gazed into her eyes would turn to stone. Medusa was originally a beautiful maiden, but when Poseidon had sex with her, she was punished by having her beautiful hair transformed into horrible snakes. Reinhard took the Minotaur skin. It is a mythical creature portrayed with the head and tail of a bull and the body of a man, or as being part man and part bull. It is the offspring result of Poseidon's punishment of a queen by having her fall in love with a bull. As the unnatural offspring of a woman and a beast, the Minotaur had no natural source of nourishment and thus devoured humans for sustenance. Roadhog uses the Cyclops mask. Cyclops are giant, one-eyed creatures. There are Cyclops who made Zeus' weapon, the Thunderbolt. There are Cyclops, who are an uncivilized group of shepherds. There are also Cyclops, who were also famous as the builders of city walls. There is one bonus skin adapted from Greek mythology. Hanzo's Cupid's skin is derived from the Greek god of desire, erotic love, attraction, and affection. His iconography acquired the bow and arrow that represent his source of power. A person, or even a deity, who is shot by Cupid's arrow is filled with uncontrollable desire. When he is wounded by his own weapons, he experiences the ordeal of love.